Hi there, my name's Peter, and I thought I would do a little review on some motorcycle jackets that I own. These are the Helstons Modelo jackets. A little bit about my video first. First of all, I'm not an influencer. I don't have a channel. No one's paying any money. I bought these jackets, and I just thought it would be helpful for me to review them because I live in the U.S. and these jackets are from Europe, and they're not easy to get. So if you want to buy one, you got to buy them from a European site, and I want to make sure you know what you're getting into if you're going to do that, because it's more expensive to return things, and you know, more of a hassle to return things from the U.S. To Europe when you factor in shipping and everything else. So I thought this might be helpful, and I have too much moto gear, so I should probably review it all. And it's maybe an addiction I have of motorcycle gear. I think it's really cool stuff to wear. A little more about me: I ride a BMW R90. So I'm exposed to the wind when I'm riding. I live in Michigan, so we get kind of get all types of weather here. We get cold weather and hot weather. I bought both these jackets in the spring, so I've had the chance to kind of try them out over the season, if you will, and in kind of all conditions. You know, when it's warm and when it's kind of cool. I don't think I was caught in rain with them, but definitely in the cool and in the warm. In terms of the size of the jacket, I'm wearing a size small. I typically wear a small. My height is I'm 5'7" tall and 145 pounds. Or if you want to go to the metric system, I'm 168 centimeters tall and about 65 kilograms. When I buy a suit here in the United States, I'll buy a 38 short. When I'm wearing a men's dress shirt, I'll wear a 15 and a half collar with a 32 or 33 sleeve. And when I'm buying a typical European leather jacket from Dainese or Speedy or Vanson, and I own all those brands. Actually, Vanson's American, but I own all those brands. The size I'll get for the European leather jackets, Dainese and Speedy, would be a size 48, or a Ruka would be a size 48. Again, this is the Modelo I'm wearing, if I didn't mention that in the beginning. And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this is a very, very beautiful jacket. It's got a European fit, which I like, but you may not like. So what that means is it's a much slimmer fitting jacket. So if I zip it up, you're going to see what I mean. And I personally prefer that. I also think it might actually be a little bit safer to have leather a little bit tighter. If you get into it, if something bad happened, you kind of don't want to have that relative motion between your skin and the jacket. So it's a Euro fit. It's very comfortable. Again, it is a slimmer fitting jacket. It's a Euro fit jacket. And the leather quality is extremely high. It's every bit as good as other jackets which I own, which again I said I probably have too many of them. It's every bit as good as a Dainese or a Vanson in terms of the leather quality. It doesn't miss out anything there. I believe these jackets are actually made in North Africa. I'm not sure which country. And then they get shipped to France. Helstons is a French brand where they get their final treatment for the different, I think, colors and what have you to make the leather look the certain way that it does. I'm very impressed. I have a lot of jackets, and I get a lot of compliments on this one. It's a very good looking jacket. Moreover, it's an excellent value when on sale. So I bought these from a website called Burner, which is out of Holland. And the jacket on sale was $252, which is really a steal because it's premium leather, and more than that, it's fully armored. So there's armor here, there's armor in the elbows, it's armored in the back. It's really, and usually you never get back armor included with a leather jacket. So that's really, really a nice deal. The inside of the jacket is also very nice. It's got a very good liner in it. So it's very comfortable to wear. Again, I've had it, for about 6 months now, and very happy with the purchase. It's a very good jacket. I have both a black one and a brown one, and the reason why I have two jackets is because this is the one challenge with buying things abroad or buying things in Europe, is that you can get sent the wrong things sometimes. And I actually meant to buy the brown one, I got shipped the black one. Ended up liking both, so it didn't matter. So I ended up keeping this black one. But if I wanted to return it, it would have been a bit of a pain in the butt, actually, which is the reason why I'm kind of doing this review, is because it's I want to kind of help you understand what it is you're getting into before you buy something. It also comes with this insulated vest, and a lot of jackets do, actually. This isn't anything that novel, if you will, but it's a nice one. It's warm. It seems to be fairly well made. I haven't actually used it very much, but it seems to be, you know, a nice quality thing to show you what it is, at least, that it's not, you know, it does extend the usage of the jacket. You can now wear it in even cooler temperatures. So it kind of makes sense to have something like this. And the reason why I actually, you know, bought this jacket was when I did my research online looking for a nice brown leather jacket, if you will. Moto Legends is a British site. It's a really great website, actually. The gentleman on there, he gives really excellent reviews of the different gear that they sell. And, you know, highly recommended it, and that's kind of why I bought it. Now, the reason why I have a brown one, this is the one I actually wanted. I actually ordered this one, but they sent me the black one, and it was just more of a pain to actually return the black one and just keep it and get the brown one. So that's what I kind of ended up doing. And having said that, I still highly recommend Chrome Burner. It's just that returning things to Europe can be expensive, even if they make the mistake. So you kind of want to get it right the first time. Unlike the US sites, you know, which are also really great, like Revzilla, STG, motorcyclegear.com. They're all excellent websites as well, but they don't have the same suppliers that are the same, you know, brands that are available in Europe. And in fact, I would argue that Europe might have a much more competitive market for motorcycle gear, so there's arguably better deals on these European sites, and not just Chrome Burner. Another good one's FC Moto out of Germany. Another very good one out of Spain is Motocard. And I bought from all three of them, and again, you can get really good deals on motorcycle gear, and the shipping is incredibly fast. They use FedEx or what have you, so it gets to your place in a couple of days. Again, the challenge is make sure you got what you wanted, because otherwise it can be a pain to kind of return it. So this is the Modelo in brown, the one I really wanted. I think it's called Camel, actually, this color. And it's just a beautiful jacket. Again, I'm going to zip it up and show you. Again, it's a tight-fitting jacket or a Euro-fitting jacket, which I like. If you're more of the kind of guy that likes, you know, our gal that kind of likes, you know, a more casual, looser-fitting jacket, I don't think Helstons is your brand. I think Helstons, you probably stay clear of them, because this is more like Dainese and Speedy. It's got that more, you know, that more tailored fit, if you will. I like it. I think it's a great looking jacket, especially in the browns, the color that I really like much more than the black. The black's great, black's outstanding. This is just another level. It's just a really beautiful jacket. This brownish color here, and it's just really, you know, again, the leather quality is exceptional. What's interesting is that the brown and black are not just two different colors. The leather itself has actually been treated differently, so the jackets actually fit a little bit differently. This brown one actually fits a little bit looser than the black one. Now they're still a little bit tight right now, these jackets, because even though I've had them for, you know, 6 months, it takes about a year to break them in. So maybe by the end of next year they'll be even a little bit looser, but it's still great. No problem to ride with these things. I've worn this jacket for 4 or 5 hours straight. No problem whatsoever with that. And again, it has the back armor. It kind of looks good every which way, if you will. And again, you know, in short, I highly recommend it. Now, is the jacket perfect? Is it the perfect, you know, motorcycle jacket? No, it's not. It has a couple of problems with it. One is, and this might just be a me thing rather than a jacket thing, is I think the sleeves are a little bit too long. So my other size 48 jackets I got are size small jackets. The sleeves aren't quite as long as this. So maybe if you had an ape hanger, you know, it'd be fine. But I think if you're like this, just a little bit too long, these sleeves, which I think is, you know, a bummer. The other problem with the jacket inside the sleeves as well is it has this other button for another, you know, another setting, if you will. But this setting is totally useless. There's no way that you could actually put, you know, anyone's wrist to be that small to use this. And the reason why that's a big problem is this is a piece of metal, so you have to be really careful. You could actually end up scratching your bike if you're not careful with this, you know, with this thing. I think it's a design flaw, because many of the other Helstons jackets seem to have the same problem. And it's not just me pointing this out. If you look at the other reviews, you're going to say that, you know, many people are saying this. Why is Helstons kind of doing that? The other problem with this jacket, I think, that you have to at least know what you're getting into, and it's probably why this jacket's very popular in the UK, is it actually has, you know, it has that one, you know, insulated vest that I showed you that's removable, but it has another, you know, not insulated layer, but another like layer that seals this jacket that's not removable. It's just part of the jacket. It makes the jacket windproof or perhaps even partially waterproof, which sounds great, but the problem is it makes the jacket warm, which is a good thing. but also a bad thing because, you know, if you don't want, if it's a really hot day, if you will, you don't want the jacket to be that warm. So versus a typical leather jacket, this is a warmer jacket, and there's nothing else you can really do about it because it has that layer in here that prevents it from breathing the way a typical leather jacket does. So keep that in mind if you end up buying this Helstons jacket or any Helstons jacket. So I think they all have that same type of design philosophy, if you will. And I think that's why the jacket's very popular this brand's very popular in the UK, because of the weather conditions. It might make it a little bit cooler most of the year round, so maybe it makes sense to have a jacket that's a little bit warmer like that. But it's a very good looking jacket. It's very stylish, so I definitely recommend it despite the flaws that I had. Again, I think the one caveat is the European sizing. Make sure that you're cool with that if you're going to buy one of these jackets. And it's a bummer that it comes in alpha sizing, small, medium, and large, because that also really limits you. If a small doesn't fit you, you're going to have to return it and just not have one of these jackets because a medium will be way too big. The way that they have that course, it's not like a 46, 48, 50 where you could probably upsize or downsize to make it fit you. With small ML, SML, I don't think that's an option really. So in short, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. I do highly recommend the brand Helstons. I do highly recommend this Modelo jacket. As you can tell, I'm very happy with it. Lots of compliments on it, and I love wearing it. Oh, by the way, they smell nice too, which is a nice thing. Most of all, like chemicals just actually smell like like leather. That's a kind of a cool thing about them. And they're a very high value when they are on sale. Although be careful, because if you buy them on sale in Europe, unless you're living in Europe, no problem to return it. If you're living in the States or Canada, it's going to be a little expensive to return it. So in my case, I ended up having 2 jackets because returning it was not as economical as just getting the one that I wanted and having 2 pretty cool jackets. I don't have a channel. There's nothing for you to subscribe to. I'm not an influencer. I actually have a different job that I really like, so I don't need to become an influencer or anything. But I have a lot of motor gear, and I thought it'd be interesting for me to review it and provide some insights on it. So hopefully you can make a better decision when you buy things, so you don't have to end up buying as much stuff as I do. And depending on how this review goes, maybe I'll review my other motorcycle gear as well, because I like to help as many people out and give them an owner's perspective of what this gear is like. And again, I think it's great. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you buy a Helstons jacket and you love it as much as I do. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.